see the Jade Chamber flying over. Do we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Lila? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy. Even from a...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god, which is why we must stop that monster.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here...
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is...
What? But all of you are supposed to be...
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it peaked. And as fate would have it, one who did for what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one...
I suppose this is one blessing from the... So be it. We shall use the upgraded... We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go up too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Let's move!
Give up! One is my blade. Submit for judgment.
Too low.
A touch of frost. It's nothing.
Leave it up to me.
That seemed to work. Don't be a killjoy! Only just begun! Miscalculated!
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one. Give up.
The ancient god's attacking again!
to say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body, it's like the time in giant cars. Wow, it's Madam Pink's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Force and blade. Spirit blade. Attack!
Don't be a killjoy! You've only just begun. Miscalculated.
Your life is mine.
My duty at an end.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast! I must leave no stone unturned.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
A touch of frost. Confess!
Don't waste my time. Submit!
Put your back at my duty at an end.
Submit for judgment.
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak! In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance. As a dutiful maid will.
Your life is mine.
Keep moving! Bring it on!
This isn't good.
Forth, my blade! From whence you came!
Look at me.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had... At first, it was only the size of a small room. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here to...
Oh?
3,700 years. Even to this very day. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of protecting...
I mean no offense. I simply hope...
Forebears, you say. One doubts...
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared...
What?
In the dream, I yearned to... I also thought to tell him how the past generation... But I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outland?
Right! That's something that happened. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between...
Each of the 7 nations has its own...
Though your point is the very... As Adepti, we've become...
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the... I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the... Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their... When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun to... Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern ride!
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue, the country of contracts, is grateful to the Adepti for their Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found. The time of contracts between...
Your line of inquiry.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons mean. One fears that by the time... Fair enough. Oh.
Since we Adepti, but how will we ensure...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace. Child wanted to unleash the god, so he could but we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that... Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.